one interesting announcement. She is working in Kannada television channel, state channel, and also she is a state-known anchor. She is willing to teach people who want to recite Bhagavad Gita. Those who want to do the prayer like her, at least to be her students, you can give her name to practice with her. That announcement is being made. You make use of that opportunity in your lifetime. I think I can go to the lesson. I think we completed 9th shloka of
Correct,
chapter.
Guru.
Is it? Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Krishna said, one who understands his work and life and also his greatness, as he has said to us in Bhagavad Gita, after leaving the body, he will get back to him. That is what he said. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha. One who understands me and knows me and my karma and the way in which I do the activity, everything one knows. Such a man who knows, when he leaves the body, he will get back to that cosmic consciousness. That is what Krishna said. I think we have to go to 11th shloka today. Vitaraga Bayakrodha Manmaya Mamupashitaha Bahovo Jnanatapasa Bhuta Madbhavamad.
Gurugala, we finished 9th. We have to go to the 10th.
That's what I have just now recited.
Okay, fine. Okay, Gurugala. No, you said 11th, so I got confused. Okay.
Oh, is that 10th only. I recited the 10th. Did I make the number 11? If this is wrong, yeah. We go to the 10th shloka, 4th chapter. Vita Raga Bayakrodha. A man who has overcome desire, fear, anger. Raga, Baya, Krodha. There are three things. One who has one, Vita Raga Baya Krodha, completely rid of Baya, Krodha, and Raga, what happens? Manmaya Mam Upashitaha, having mind on me and worshipping me. Bahavo Jnanatapasa Puta Madbhavamagata. In the past also, thousands of people, he did not say the number, of course, many people having understood what my Janma Karma and other things, Madbhava Magataha, they have merged back in me. So Krishna gives that people have come to me and you can also come to Arjuna and to every listener of Bhagavad Gita. Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha. Hope you catch those 4 words. Vita means having 1 over Raga Bhaya Krodha. Desire, anger, and fear. Manmayama Mupashritaha. Having devotion in God and having willing to worship the God. Having done that, Bahuvo Jnana Tapasa. Many people who did this tapas of Jnana, you can also underline that Jnana Tapasa. This is a Jnana Tapas that Krishna has been teaching to Arjuna. Bahuvo Jnana Tapasa Puta Madbhava Bhagata. Puta means having purified Madbhava Magataha, merged back in me. Telling Arjuna, you can also merge back in me. If you can follow, understand, try to practice the way that I have given, you can merge back to me, he said. As an example, in the past also, many people who had gone over attachment, fear, and anger, having worshipped me, have merged back in me. It is not you are the only first one, you will be merging back in me. Many have come, you can also come. That is, many have closed the cycle of birth and death. You could be also one like that. Another interesting shloka. Vita Raga Bhaya Krodhaha Manmayama Mupashrita. Having mind on me, having devoted to me, having a personality of worshipping me. Bahuvo Jnana Tapasa. Many Jnana Tapasvis Puta Madbhava Magataha. By their Jnana Tapas, they have become pure and holy, and they have merged back in me, and you can also merge back. I think we can recite Vitaraga Bhaya Krodhaha
वीतरागभयक्रोधाः
Manmaya Mamupashritaha
मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः
Bhavo Jnana Tapasa
बहवो ज्ञानतपसा
Bhuta Madbhava Magataha
पूता मद्भावमागताः
Vitaraga Bhaya Krodhaha
वीतरागभयक्रोधाः
Manmaya Mamupashritaha
मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः
Bhavo Jnana Tapasa
बहवो ज्ञानतपसा
Bhuta Madbhava Magataha.
पूता मद्भावमागताः.
And another interesting shloka. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tamstataiva bhajamyaham. Whosoever seeks me in the same manner, I will also respond to him. If you remember me, I will also remember you. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Those who worship me in the way they like, I also remember him in the equal manner. Here is an interesting thing. If you remember God, He will remember you. If you don't, there is no necessity for Him to remember. Mama Vartman Vartante Manusya Partha Sarosha. It is my duty to remember them because people will follow my way. So when people remember me, I will also remember. That has a negative aspect of it also. If they don't remember me, there is no necessity for me to remember them. I think I can give you a simple example from Mahabharata. Yudhishthira, when he wanted to play dice with that cheat Shakuni, never remembered Krishna. He lost his country, he lost all his money. One after another, he pledged his brothers, lost all of them. Ultimately, he also lost Draupadi, which you already know. Then Duryodhana ordered Dushyasana to drag Draupadi into the royal palace meeting hall. And he drags him, Dushyasana. Draupadi requests Dhritarashtra, Bhishma, Drona, and all others to save her chastity. Draupadi married 5 men for one great reason. She wanted great 5 qualities in the man she wanted to marry. But the thing is, one man will not have it. You can marry 5 of them, you will have all qualities. One is greatest of Dharma, greatest of Archer, greatest of Gada, and those two are also, Nakula Sadeva were also very great ones in their own art. All of them are great. So she had married 5, but they were helpless because they were already surrendered. They had already surrendered themselves to Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana. So she tried to save herself. Ultimately, when nobody could help her, even she could not manage herself, surrendered to Krishna. And then, lots and lots of sari was given to her so that Dushyasana falls down unable to undress her. So that is what Krishna has been saying. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stataya bhajami. There is one concept generally with us. When we go to the temple, we have to write the name of the seva that we want to go do with your nakshatra and the name. And then that Purohit will say, this nakshatra, this name person has come. So one belief is, if I ask, my God may not listen to me. If priest asks, he will listen. That's wrong. Krishna says, if you request me, I listen to you. It is our weakness that we think that he may not listen to my words. The other weakness that we generally have is that we want all things to be done by our God as if he is our peon. He is our master. Whatever I am eligible for, he will give me. Whatever I am not eligible for, will not be given. However much I pray. Therefore, here is an interesting thing. If you remember me, the way in which you worship me, I will also respond to you. You worship me, I respond to you. You don't worship me, I also keep myself neutral. This is the greatest yajna that my mother taught me. When in the family, life of my father was in big danger, or when situation was like that, she would lit a ghee lamp to the god, keep it there, just to namaskar to the god. I am in trouble, want your help. Finish, whatever would come later would come, she would face it. That confidence, if you have God, he is with you. If you don't have a confidence, only if that man tells God he will listen, no such persons are there. You are as good as anybody else because your heart also has the same cosmic consciousness in you. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyam. Mama vartman vartante manushya spartha sarvashaha. As people follow my way, so I respond to people according to the way that they request me to. They request me to. So that is the way that I respond to them. Whenever you remember that God, you need not even have minimum doubt. He may not be listening to you. He listens to you because your mind is nothing but His. That is the confidence that we must have in God if we have belief. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyam. In the same way people worship me, I will also respond to them. Because mama vartman vartante manushya artha. Gods follow my way. Therefore, I must have a model way. That is the model way that I have been following. When your request comes, don't think that I don't listen to your request. The result you want, maybe you are eligible, maybe you are not eligible. That he will decide and give it. But he has listened to you. That is very important thing that for one to notice. That I think we can recite. Ye yatha mam prapadyante
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
tam stataiva bhajamyaham
तां तथैव भजाम्यहम्
mama vartman vartante
मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते
manushya partha sarvashah
मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः
ye yatha mam prapadyante
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
tam stataiva bhajamyaham
तां तथैव भजाम्यहम्
mama vartman vartante
मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते
manushya partha sarvashah.
मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः.
The first line of 11th shloka you can underline because it's an important thing. He says, when you remember me, I also remember you. You need not have a doubt that he didn't remember you. Kankshanta karmanam siddhim yahajanta yahadevata. Kshipram manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. Our culture has number of gods. No religion there are so many gods as we have. We say 333 crore gods we have got. And it's a great culture for Sanatana Dharma, a big nation. Place to place they had different gods. And all were also basically that Vedic culture ones. So we have the concept of different gods doing different of duties. Say for example, when I mention the name, You know what we pray that God for? Saraswati. Naturally, for Vidya you pray. Ganesha. Naturally, for Vidya or intelligence you pray him. Lakshmi. You know it by the name I mentioned that you when you have got shortage of money, you pray Lakshmi. So for different activities, we have got different gods. And different karmas are also mentioned. Kamshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devata. People worship different devatas, expecting the result from the gods. Kamshanta karmanam siddhi. Karma not only means worship, it is also doing some activity with a desire. Yajanta iha devata. Yajanta means worship. Worship, the people worship different gods, expecting different karma, different result for their action. Kshipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhodhi karmaja. In the human world, karma will give you the earliest result. Do your karma, the result will come. Don't do your karma, no. Here is an interesting thing. I generally take example of student. Supposing a boy wants to become a doctor or a girl. Somebody has told her that you must become a doctor when she was very young. But not quick enough to understand things in the class. Neither biology, nor physics, nor chemistry, say whatever subject she has to study, nothing she can understand. If she sits and prays every day for 10 hours, make me a doctor, oh my God. When would she become a doctor? Probably in her next life. But this life, if she wants to become a doctor, whatever subject she has to study for, she must study with full seriousness. That is the karma Krishna recommends. Karmanam siddhi. With your effort, you will get your siddhi. Kshipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhodhi karmaja. In the human world, with karma, you will get siddhi or success at the earliest. Do it to the best of your ability. And also, surrender to God. Karmanyavadikar say you cannot neglect your duty, you must do it. But what should you not do later? After it, the result you need not worry about. It will come by itself. As he said in the 40th Shloka of 2nd chapter. Neha vikramanasosti pratyavayo navidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya atrayate mahatobhaya. It will save you from greatest fears, mahatobhaya. Whatever good work that you have done today will save you in future. That is what he has said. Kshipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhodhi karmaja. Kshipram means at the earliest, the success will come by doing their karma, in praying different gods. There is nothing wrong, Krishna says here. Kamshantah karmanam siddhim vyajanta devata. So, expecting the success in certain things, people worship certain gods. Kshipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhodhi karmaja. In the human world, siddhi becomes, or success becomes with the karma that they do and the worship they do. Both are necessity. When we come to 18th chapter, you will have a wonderful thing. It is not that all is God doing. How much you do, how much you are able to do, the job that you have taken up and all. So how much of God's blessings you have altogether. I will not tell you what it is and which shloka it is when it is in the future chapters. So you will get an answer to that also in 18th chapter. I think we can recite. Kamshantah karmanam siddhim
काङ्क्षन्तः कर्मणां सिद्धिं
yajanta iha devataah
यजन्त इह देवताः
क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके
क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके
सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा.
सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा.
Kankshantah karmanam siddhim
काङ्क्षन्तः कर्मणां सिद्धिं
yajanta iha devataha
यजन्त इह देवताः
Ipram hi manushe loke
क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके
siddhir bhavati karmaja.
सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा.
And after that, he comes to a wonderful thing. Most of the people hate Bhagavad Gita for this also, but it is not to be hated. It is misunderstood shloka. Chaturvarnam maya shushtam gunakarma vibhagasha. Underline that. 4 varnas are created by me according to their guna and karma. Chaturvarnam maya shushtam. 4 group of people have been created by me according to their gunas and karma. According to their gunas and karma, I have divided people into 4 groups. They are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Remember, not on the basis of birth, but on the basis of the guna he has got and prakriti he has got. How much sattva he has got, how much rajas he has got, how much tamas he has got, what is the ratio in which these 3 are mixed. Depending on that, a man may become a Brahmana, a man may become a Kshatriya, a man may become a Vaishya, a man may become a Shudra. So not on the basis of birth in the family. A Shudra, one son may become a Brahmana, another can become a Kshatriya, another may become a Vaishya, another may remain a Shudra, that is a labor class. So what are these 4? First one is intellectual class. All people who use their mind and make a living are intellectuals. That is the Brahmin class according to Krishna. All nations in the world depend on this intelligence class. Without that, there cannot be a country. That is number 1. Second one, to call a country, there must be king and the police and the army, navy, air force and other protective forces. That is Kshatriya. That's Kshatriya. And however much we concentrate our lives in the city, unless people in the rural areas do agriculture, do cattle rearing, we will be fasting to death. Therefore, they are also an essential class of this society. And the last one, everybody is not equally physically strong, mentally strong. Some have to do their living by working labor class. They don't have much brain to think. They can say what you say, they can execute. So one man's work is to lift one thing from here and keep it there in the factory. So he will go on doing that in his lifetime. From this, an instrument comes here and he has to give it to the other machine for the further processing. So that activity, he will do it for a lifetime. That's a Shudra. So any society has an intellectual class, a protective class, Kshatriya, including the rulers, Vaishya, businessmen and agriculture, and cattle rearing people, and labor class. How are they created? Krishna says, Guna karma vibhagashaha. Guna, what are the 3? Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, Tamo-guna. Depending on the quantity of Sattva-guna, a man becomes a Brahmana, or a man becomes a Kshatriya, man becomes a Vaishya, man becomes a Shudra, according to the ratio of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So he says, Guna, Karma, nature of work. She cannot do that work. All cannot do everyone's profession. You can do your profession to the best of your ability. If you, that is what is that Swadharma Nidaram Shreyaha, he said. Better to die in your profession than to think of doing another man's profession in a better way. You will fail there. So here is an interesting thing. And another thing I will tell you, what I have been saying is true in our culture. Rama was not a Brahmana. Know that? Krishna was not a Brahmana. Vyasa was not a Brahmana. Valmiki was not a Brahmana. Even Vishwamitra was not a Brahmana, and somebody told me Agastya was also not a Brahmana. But they are all great intellectuals, highest intellectuals of this land and this culture. That is to say, a Shudra son may become a Brahmana son may become Shudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya. A Kshatriya son also can become a Brahmana, a Vaishya, Kshatriya, and a Shudra. But family training is there, so their profession they would probably better, that's all. Because when an intellectual class man is there, his children will be learning under him, therefore they know more than the other people. They better suit to that profession, intellectual profession. Later, it's one possibility, let's accept. Chaturvarnam maya shrishtam gunakarma vibhagasha tasya kartarapimam vidya kartaram. Though I have created these, I am always detached. I am always detached with that. Akartara I am. Akartara means having done everything, not having a feeling that I have done it. That's done. That's all. That's done. Chaturvarnyam maya system guna karma, underline that. Guna karma vibhagasha, not on the basis of birth. So, if Brahmin class is doing agriculture in the rural area, they are, according to Krishna's definition, they are Vaishyas. According to Krishna's definition, they are Vaishyas. If a man from Brahmin family goes to a military and works serves the country, naturally a Kshatriya. There is, for Krishna, neither Brahmana is superior, nor Vaishya, Shudra is inferior. Equal they are, but they are created according to their guna and karma. Whatever they have done in the previous life, they will have to go to the next life with certain gunas and certain karmas. That is how I have created four kinds of people. Chaturvarnyam maya shrishtam guna karma vibhagasha. According to guna and karma, I have created tasya kartarpimam. Even though I have creator of this universe with four different group of people, vidya kartaram know me as totally detached person. I don't own. And I wish also you to do the same manner, because you follow me, therefore you must also know how I do, and you can also do in the same manner. That's why he says, Tasya kartarpimam vidya kartaram. Even having done that, I am as if I am akarta. As a person, not having done anything at all, I keep myself free from that. I think we can recite Chaturvarnyam maya shrishtam
चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं
गुणकर्म विभागशः
गुणकर्मविभागशः
तस्य कर्तारपि मां
तस्य कर्तारमपि मां
विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्
विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्
चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं
चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं
गुणकर्म विभागशः
गुणकर्मविभागशः
तस्य कर्तारमपि मां
तस्य कर्तारमपि मां
विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्.
विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्.
And then he is a perfect worker, doesn't attach himself to the result of work. Bhagavan himself. Namam karmani limpanti name karma palesprabha. Karmas do not bind me at all. Namam karmani limpanti. Limpanti means karmas do not gum me to that. Name karma palesprabha. I have no desire to do anything. Iti mam yobi janati karma pit nasabhadyate. So Krishna is like that, as he said in the previous shloka, akartara he is. And he also says, a man who thinks like this, namam karmani limpanti. No karma binds me. I have done it as a duty, I have done it as a yajna, I have offered it back to God, and I am absolutely relaxed. I did not do any selfish motive of mine. It was good. I had to do it in this situation. I have done it and finished. I don't take whatever comes will come. I'm not also worried about it. Namam karmani limpanti name karma pale spruha. I never expect the karma pala. I leave it to God. I leave it to God. Whatever comes after my doing my duty, I accept it. Iti mam yobijanate. In this way, if a man remembers God, karma bir nasabadhyate. He will not also be bound by his karmas. That is to say, do your karma like the way I do. Even I do not have an ego that I have been doing all this. After doing it, I just leave it at that. If a man does like that, he will also a better human being. Namam karmani limpanti name karma pale spruha. I have no covering for the fruit of action. Actions do not taint me. Actions do not taint me. Taint means that they won't give me a color because I offer and just leave it at that. And then, itimam yobijanati, and even he who thus knows me in reality, if God knows that, if a man knows God lives like that, then that man will not be bound by his karma. Simple again, do yajna bhava karma. Whatever you have done, offer it back to God, relax. Absolutely relax. Have no ego that you did. Leave it at that, whatever comes will come. Whatever comes for your action, just face it. That's all. Namam karmani limpanti name karma parespruha. Karmas do not taint me. I have no desire in karma pala. Itimam yo bijanati. A man, if he knows God is also like this, will not be bound by karma. Karma bir nabhadyate, will not be bound by his karma. So that is what he has been saying. I did it. We have got a list of the I ego there. I did this. That is what exactly Krishna says. Don't think that. You can think, it happened. It happened. It happened. It happened by the grace of God. He gave me idea. He did through me. That's all. You can be proud of only that God selected you to do a certain work. That's all that you can be proud about. All the rest of the thing is namam karmani limpanti name karma palespruha. No work will taint me because I am not attached at all. Name karma palespruha. I never expect any result of whatever I have done. Itimam yobijanati. If a man knows me like this, he will also not be bound by his own karmas. That's the beauty of understanding Bhagavad Gita. If you know that he is like that, you can follow to be like him. I think we can recite Namam karmani limpanti.
Namam karmani limpanti.
Name karma pale spruha.
Name karma phale spruha.
Itimam yobhijanati.
Itimam
Yobhijanati. Karma
Itimam
birna badhyate.
yobhijanati.
Karma birna
Karma birna
sabadhyate.
sabadhyate.
Namam karmani limpanti.
Namam karmani limpanti.
Name karma pale spruha.
Name karma phale spruha.
Itimam yobhijanati.
Itimam yobhijanati.
Karma birna sabadhyate.
Karma bhirna sabadhyate.
And then what? Evam jnatva kritam karma purvairapami. He is advising Arjuna who is in distress, you must remember. He needs things to be told many times so that he can understand. And then, evam jnatva kritam karma purvairapi mokshubhi. In the olden days also, those who wanted liberation did karma in the manner which I told you in the previous shlokas. Evam jnatva kritam karma Purvairapi mumukshubhi. Purvairapi means in the past. In the past also, mumukshu is those who have got desire to be liberated. Mumukshu is a person who wants moksha. So, evam jnatva kritam karma, purvairapi mumukshubhi. In the past also, those who wanted liberation did the karma in the same manner. And what is the advice to Arjuna and to we people? Guru karma tasmatam. You also do like them, I say, Arjuna, as the people did in the past. Guru karma tasmatvam. As they did, you also do. When a new situation comes, you have to see it's actually what happens in the court. In the court, maybe I don't have many liars. I don't think I have any liars here. In many of my previous batches, there were liars. So how they argue? They will go to some case resembling this present case and present it to the judge. So what was the judge given there? Judgment given there will be followed in this case also. So you have people having done the work in a different way in the past, follow them, note them, and do it in the same manner in present. Kuru karmaya tasmatam purvair purvataram kritam. As people in the past did, you can also follow them, do it in the same manner. That is what Krishna has said. In fact, this chapter is interesting because what he had told to Sun God, what Sun God told to Manu, what Manu told to Ikshvakus, what Ikshvakus told to Rajarshis, and what happened later is it all got diluted. And now he has been saying the same secret which he had told to Sun God to Arjuna. He selected Arjuna because of two things. Bhaktosime sakacheti. You are my devotee and you are my friend, so I have been telling it to you. So do it like that. As people have done in the past, follow them and do it that way. That's all. Evam jnatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhi. In the past also, people who wanted liberation did the karma in the same manner which I do, in the way in which I do. Then, what is for Arjuna and to us? Kuru karmaya tasmatvam. You also do the karma in the same way. How? Purvair purvataram kritam. As people in the past did it, you also do it in the present. That's all. If there is no present example, go to the past. What did they do? Find out, do it like that. That is where we take the help of history. What was done in that period by which person when there was a drought? America improved so much, somebody was telling, there was a drought and they wisely used the drought for making roads. And roads gave wonderful improvement to the nation. From end to end, you have wonderful roads to go to. So that way, they invested when the hard time was there. Such people, such examples are to be taken from other society also. But we have found out a new method of feeding people free of cost. Don't worry, give us vote, we will give you 10 kgs of rice, 3,000 rupees every month. Don't get out of your houses. Agriculture owners, let them suffer because they don't get any labors, they cannot grow, and you will also die with them. This is the thing that we have been doing. That is what exactly Krishna is opposing. But we want vote in a democracy, we go to any law for that matter. Feed them and take work from them is not there with us. Krishna says, don't do like this, look at the past, do it that way. I think we can recite, that's an interesting shloka. Evam jnatva kritam karma
एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म
purvairapi mumukshubhihi
पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः
kuru karmaiva tasmatvam
कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं
purvair purvataram kritam
पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतम्
evam jnatva kritam karma
एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म
purvairapi mumukshubhihi
पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः
Kuru karmaiva tasmat tvam
कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं
purvair purvataram kritam.
पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतम्.
What should Arjuna refer to? When when Dharma had totally disappeared, Rama came. What did Rama do? He fought a battle and then re-established Dharma. Take an example from Rama. Take an example from Janaka. So many people he referred. So that way you do it. You also take the help of the past examples and do go to the future. That is what. And it is always difficult to decide. Krishna is saying, next shloka is also an interesting one. Kim karma kima karmeti kaviyopyatra mohita. Very interesting statement. Told 6,000 years ago. What is action and what is inaction? It is very difficult to decide. What is to be done, what is not to be done is really difficult to decide. Kim karma, kima karmeti. Kaviyopyatra mohita. Even the wise people are deluded to decide certain times. Even many wise people were deluded certain times to take right actions. They took wrong action. Kim karma, kima karma. What is to be done, what is not to be done is really difficult to decide. Kaviyopyatra. Kavi means people of knowledge. People with lot of knowledge. They are also got into confusion. They also got into confusion what is good and what is bad. Sometimes I call this Dharma Sangita. Supposing you are walking along, you are going on a walk in the evening, say. You hear the sound of a helpless frog making sound. And you want to see, and you put your battery and see that a snake has caught the leg of the frog. And frog is, I must say, it is making a lot of noise to save its life. And you see it. Now, what is good for you? To help frog or to go away from that place? If you make the frog escape from the mouth of the snake, it was the food of the snake. You get papa there also. And if you don't listen to frog from the frog's point of view, you are doing a mistake. It shouted for some help. Nobody came to it. It had to die. Such things are dharma sangata. Let not dharma sangatas come to us. That is what I can say. So, that problem is always there. Krishna has been saying, Kim karma, kima karmeti. What is good and what is not good is always a difficult thing to decide. Tatte karma pravakshami. Therefore, I tell you what is good karma, yajnatva mokshase shubhat. Having known this, you will be liberated from all evils, liberated from all vitals, liberated from all ashubha. Shubha, you know, ashubha also, you know. You will be liberated from ashubha. So he mentions it. What he says in this shloka, he has done this job throughout Bhagavad Gita. 575 shlokas of Krishna does this work. Don't expect immediately next he will give a answer to this one. I have told you means he started in the second chapter, told many things, said many things and about karma in the third one. Now he is speaking about the jnana fourth one. So he has been telling about king karma, kima karmeti. What is good and what is good, not good. I have been telling to you. Kaviya Petramo. Here there is also great people have been confused there. Tatte karma pravakshami. Therefore I tell you what is good karma. By doing which way your karma, you will be liberated from ashubha. Ashubha. Ashubha means evil. You will be outgrowing the ashubha, or you will outgrow the ashubha by your action. I will tell you in Bhagavad Gita, not in the one or two shlokas. There Bhagavad Gita does this job. Kim karma, kima karmeti. Arjuna did not want to fight. Krishna said, no, you have to fight. that he wanted not to fight, Krishna wants it. So Krishna says the way of living to us in Bhagavad Gita. He is making a mention in the 4th chapter about that. King karma, kim akarmeti. What is to be done, what is not to be done. Kaviyo petra mohita. Even the people of knowledge are confused here. People who is said to be having good lot of knowledge are confused here. Therefore, tatte karma pravakshami. Therefore, I tell you what is karma. Having known, you will be liberated from the Ashubha. That is, you will overcome the evil substance. So Krishna simply says, I am going to tell what is good for you to do in your lifetime, so that you will do it in the manner that I tell you, and you will also be liberated from the bondage of karma. I think we can recite. Kim karma kima karmeti
किं कर्म किमकर्मेति
pravayopyatra mohita
कवयोऽप्यत्र मोहिताः
tatte karma pravakshami
तत्ते कर्म प्रवक्ष्यामि
yajnatva mokshase shubhat.
यज्ञात्वा
Yajnatva
मोक्ष्यसे शुभात्
kim karma kima karmeti
किं कर्म किमकर्मेति
kavayopyatra mohitaah
कवयोऽप्यत्र मोहिताः
tatte karma pravakshami
तत्ते कर्म प्रवक्ष्यामि
yajnatva mokshase ashubhat.
यज्ञात्वा मोक्ष्यसे अशुभात्.
And also he continues and then karmano api bodhyavyam. I have to tell you what is karma. What is karma, I must tell you. Bodhyavyam cha vikarmana. What is the karma that if we do not do the karma that we should do, that is vikarma. I must also tell you what is vikarma for you. What is akarma, I also tell you what is the karma, forbidden karma, I also must tell you. Both the way, that is also to be told to you. Karma, gahana karmano gatihi. It is always difficult to understand karma in this way. So what is to be done? I tell you. What is to be done, you don't do, that is akarma, that becomes vikarma. I will also tell you. What is the forbidden karma, I will also tell you. Akarma, gahana karma. Karma is always a difficult one to decide. Krishna himself says. So what is the best thing to do? Kuru karma yataspatam puraya tarangutam. 15th shloka, second line. Do it as the people did in the past. So if you cannot decide how to do it, as I gave you the example of the way in which the proceeding goes in a court, they will quote, this case you have given judgment like this is one case that applies to that one. So that way, take examples of the past and do your karma that way. Karmano happy bodhavyam. So what is karma? I must also tell you. Bodhavyam vikarmana. What is to be done? If you leave it, I must also tell you that what is that one, which should not be like that. What is akarma, which should not do but forbidden, and you still do it. I also must tell you, gahana karmanogati. Karma is always difficult to decide. I will tell you about this. Where does Krishna tell about this? Is it in one shloka or two shloka? In the entire Bhagavad Gita, he has been telling Arjuna and to us what is to be done, what is not to be done, what is good for us, what is not good for us, what we should do, what we should avoid, and everything he has been saying. What he says in this shloka number 16 and 17 of 4th chapter, he has used the entire 562 shlokas, he has been explaining this. What is to be done, what is not to be done, what is bad thing to be done, I will also tell you about them in future. Krishna has been telling this to Arjuna and to us also. I think we can recite. Karmano hyapi bodhavyam.
कर्मणो ह्यपि बोद्धव्यम्
Bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha.
बोद्धव्यं च विकर्मणः
अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं
अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं
गहना कर्मणो गतिः
गहना कर्मणो गतिः
कर्मणो ह्यपि बोद्धव्यं
कर्मणो ह्यपि
बोद्धव्यं च विकर्मणः
बोद्धव्यं च
अकर्मणश्च
विकर्मणः
अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं
अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं
गहना कर्मणो गतिः.
गहना कर्मणो गतिः.
We will stop at that, do the prayer.